Hi, welcome to a new video. Today I am going to take in the 16 personality test. This is going to be a very different video as the one that you maybe are expecting. So keep an open mind and I will see you at the end of the video. You feel more drawn to places with beauty, boosted atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. I start hitting the city more and more each time. So no, I rather to be in the forest. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I think there is a 50-50. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I like to be on my own. I will be here. Your personality is architect. That's true. I love my time alone. Intuitive. Think, but I'm okay with taking decisions like this. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. Just to take decisions. And identity assertive. You avoid making phone calls. That is totally true. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and sticking up a conversation. Okay, this is a no. Disagree. It can be lonely at the top. Architects might struggle to find people who can keep up with their non-stop analysis of everything around them. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Disagree side that with the agree side. So, okay. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical question is a waste of time? Eso no es real. It's a philosophical video, so total disagree. Next one. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones that you already know. I rather like be in this comfort zone, so I am a total agree with this. So you spend a lot of free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest? Yes, you rarely contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. Disagree. I don't know why, but now that I was here thinking on dream reality, I don't know what I think of that. So you see, there is a lot of topics on that series. That's why I need help. So stick to the end to an announcement that I wanna make. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago? No. That's the reason of dream reality. Dream reality is going to make joke about those mistakes, like, haha, you stinky human being. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another one. This is a easy one, disagree. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. Yeah, I'm definitely no, right? Like my biggest project that I have in mind is nothing to do with the artistic. I have always been fascinated by the question of what. If anything happens after that, I think that I want to touch that on. In reality, that's a spoiler, that is not the end. So, all of that to say that I am agree with that. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy that organize and consistent efforts. The idea comes from a burst, comes from here. You are very sentimental. I think that I pass from here to here. Social frustrations. Architects are known for being warm and fuzzy. They rather be right than popular. This may explain why so many fictional characters are modeled on this personality type. They just prefer to surround themselves with people who share their values and priorities. Oh, this describes what I was trying to tell about dream reality. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I am not like person like that. In this hypothetical scenario that this channel goes well and I can hire an editor, that person should be on the green side of this question. Architects question everything. Do you like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending? And I'm going to say that yes, like you can think that is lazy writing, but at the end, all the histories have this option to be is an ending open to interpretation. So I'm going to say that agree. This personality type is full of contradiction. Architects are imaginative yet decisive, ambitious yet private, and curious yet focused. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I think this is a green one, like a full green one. You're interested in so many things that you can find difficult to choose what to try next. Too many interesting things like animations, coding, VFX, filmmaking, and sometimes it's hard to choose what I try next. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? It's a mix, but mostly agree. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. On the past, that was a lot. No, I am like, I'm going to be here on the mirror because it's like not all the time you wanna have attention. You really feel insecure. Think that I feel more insecure, more of arrogant. Architects might be knowledgeable, but they are not infallible. And this is going to be a topic on dream reality. Believing that you are the king of the world, and then someone just broke your throne and you fall. Combative. Architects hate blindly following anything without understanding why. People with this personality type can get caught up in arguing about useless rules and regulations, but sometimes these battles are distractions from more important matters. You feel confident that things will work out for you? I think that yes. People with the architect personality type approach romance the way that they do most challenge, strategically with clear goals and a plan for reaching them. In a purely rational world, this approach will be a foolproof. Alas, it ignores important factors that architects sometimes dismiss, such as the unpredictability of human nature. For these personality types, finding a compatible partner can be a particular challenge. Readily satisfied with things as they are, architects are always developing a world in their minds that is more perfect than reality. Dream reality? Dream reality what? Other people entering their world need to fit in this fantasy in some way. You will love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. For now, I love working alone, so I am going to be here. By working alone or in small groups, they can make the most of their creativity without constant interruptions. Many architects pursue low profile but influential roles as a project manager, system engineers, marketing, system analyst, and military strategies. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I think that this is again like it depends of what is the group. If I am going to make a group, I need to be the leader of that group. In that case, I am okay with being the leader of that group. So I'm going to be on the middle on this one. So thank you so much for watching it, and okay, it's not finished yet. I owe you an explanation of why I do this on this way. At the beginning, I start recording this as these videos normal are, explaining what I am going to do, reading the question, answer the question, explaining my answer, reacting to the final results of the test. And at the end, the final result was a very long video for my standards now. Editing, I realized that some answers were short, but others were so long and redundant that led to nowhere. So at the end, as you can see, I leave the final results that I think that there were more appeal to me. I leave the questions that I think that explain what I get at that and what I feel okay with that. Notice how much my personality has affected all the iterations of this idea. As I said before, I have this idea almost for 5 years when I started the channel. Making these videos, there is a lot of work. And as I say shortly in the video before, in this another world I have helped to edit the gameplays, edit this kind of videos, help me to research the theories, help me to even build dream reality, help me with VFX, the story, the music, and in that work, maybe they are finishing the season 1 of Dream Reality. But here, on this world where I live, I work alone. And maybe because I have seen that how helpful could be having a little of help, one single person can change a lot of the things. That's why, even when I say that I don't feel comfortable working on teams, on this case could be the first exception where I feel like all good with a team. Because it would be a big help having someone editing this kind of videos, the gameplays that are videos that I take less time to work, but still take time to work on those. If you're interested and you are lucky on that, maybe you only can watch the first episode. Let me spoil you the history. Spoilers ahead of Dream Reality if you are interested. So far, I have think on 3 different stages on my life that can be represented on Dream Reality. The first stage of my life is the child stage. The main character could be called imagination. All is based around the imagination of a child. But this is going to be the beginning of the history and the definition of the rules. But okay, the rules are set up and we have the beginning of the history, right? There is a lot of imagination, but then it comes the teen age, or as I got it in the blogs that I have written, the Hogwarts stage. This is when I entered Hogwarts, and during all these 7 years, besides that, is where the principal histories and the principal problems are going to start happening. And the villain is going to do the first apparition on the series, the main villain of all the series. Yeah, I have thinking on a villain. What do you think? That there is going to be a history without an antagonist? That's not possible. But over there is only going to be a starting of chaos, chaos, and chaos. But chaos can be forever? That is going to be answered on the After Hogwarts life over there. And with the pass of the time on that stage, there is going to be the result of all the problems the big villain defeat. But even when the villain was defeated, the adventures can continue because Hogwarts was set up since the beginning of its history. Or maybe no, maybe after the villain is defeated, it is the end of the history. All these stages set up to finally reveal that all ends. Hey, okay, that's enough. That's enough. I think that this is enough to hype you if you are here. I hope that you are excited as I am on doing this. So far, I am working on how to improve the 3D kit. That's going to be for another video. And it's going to be a lot of work so far. I really would love to have help. Any talent will be amazing to receive. So if you wanna work with me, contact me. Here on the screen are my social media, so you can contact me. We can talk about and maybe we ended on an agreed on what we can do. So no matter your level of talent or skill, you can help me commenting down below what are the stage or the blog that you would love to see. For me, for example, the stuff that I'm most excited to make is the love stuff plus the billion stuff. Maybe you are more interested on the video game side or on the movie side, so comment if you are one of those, comment your favorite game and or movie so I can watch it and take notes and see how I can put that into the history. It's going to be funny for me also. Also, don't forget to give it a like so that way I know that you're interested on these videos and I can keep being motivated on working more and more on these videos. And let's be honest, if you're still watching these videos because you like it, so after you leave your like, please feel free to subscribe. There is going to be amazing content related to these videos on the next months. Subscribe here, videos here, or I don't know where I'm going to put that. But I need to keep working on some VFX that I'm working, so okay. See ya. Okay, work.